Hey, Corey, Vikki, how are you?
Great, thanks.
Good. Really sorry to hear about all the the grief with Jeff and everything as of late. So just kind of wanted to get your feelings on the matter.
Jeff and Corey go way back. Long time. Friends, and I got the pleasure of knowing Corey over the last several years, and they have compassion in common, compassionate, genuine, truthful souls. That's why they got along so well. Very similar and in nature. And Jeff, I've been around when Jeff needed Corey, and Corey was there for him. You were there when he needed you.
And he was
About
there
a
when
year
I
ago.
needed him.
Yes.
You know, we
He
did
was.
before I knew you, before you were part of his life, we did many events together, like Soberfest in 1993, where Jeff came out and hosted the event. And I was one of the performers. We did a big concert for all the sober people in AA, and my band performed, and I believe Jeff did a performance too, but he introduced me. I asked him to come and introduce me. He also hosted one of my birthday parties at the Key Club. He also did karaoke cabaret with me on VH1, where he came out and did a killer job doing, I don't remember which song it was, but I remember he did a great job on it. So we've done a lot of stuff together through the years, and we've made it our mission to go to meetings, to help people together. When he was sober, I mean, we did a lot of great work together.
Yes, and Jeff and I enjoyed going to all of your concerts, front row. Just
Thanks.
we loved your music.
Thank you.
He adored you, as do I, and the fact that you were so one of his very close friends, who've just been with him throughout many years, throughout his ups and downs. The fact that you were not able to see him in his last moments makes me truly sad.
Well, the fact that you weren't able to see him in his last moments makes me truly sad, and the fact that I didn't get to see him just, made me infuriated. I mean, I was very, very angered by that.
It's heartbreaking.
You know, the theme that I'm getting is that his friends were his family,
Yeah.
and I think his family missed that point. So what do you make, Vikki, of the situation with his family holding things out, doing the autopsy, and do you think that they'll find that drugs were the cause of his death? Do you think?
He was clean off street drugs for months. The fact that they're accusing me of foul play, I'm not the one that pulled the plug. I never would have pulled the plug on him. We had conversations about this all the time. He would have never pulled the plug on me.
Specifically, what are they accusing you of?
I don't know. I just read things, and it saddens me. Like I said, my attorneys fought till the end to try and get me in there to make the right decision Jeff would have wanted, and that decision was taken away from me.
Vikki, how are you? How is everything?
Not good.
Any updates on the situation?
What kills me is some of my last and precious moments with Jeff in the hospital room was interrupted by two sisters and two ex-wives coming into the room, shoving me, pushing me aside so that the estranged wife can plant kisses all over his face in front of me while I'm holding his hand, just pushing and shoving me like wild beasts. And Jeff's vitals are fluctuating, and the nurse had to kick them out of the hospital room, and then the next day they get the restraining order on me. It's unbelievable.
So they literally like pushed you and shoved you and.
Yeah. yeah, I should have been the one filing that restraining order. And
so what's the latest? Like, why do you think the family has this vendetta against you?
you know, they accuse me of foul play.
Like, what kind of foul play? Like,
I didn't pull the plug on him. I never would. I never would have done that. And they robbed me of the decision to try and save his life. So, just very
so
upset.
do you think that they rushed the decision to pull the plug?
Yes. Yes. A week. No, that it never should have happened that way. Never should have happened that way. And
So, I mean, what do you think, you know, that they're gonna find in the autopsy? You know, is
what are they going to find? Exactly what the doctor said. You know,
okay, which is
the truth.
right. What prescription was it? Prescription drugs, you think?
Yes, it was prescription pain meds. You know, and
What do you think if Jeff were here today? What do you think he would say?
he would be so outraged. So outraged that his closest family, who was there for him for 7 years, my family, was not allowed to see him. And we were just excluded like we didn't exist and didn't care for him. The 7 years I devoted to him, not to be able to share his last moments. I can't even describe how terribly sad and the pain that had been caused, the pain, the hurt, the fighting when I should have been there with Jeff.
Now, is there going to be, like, I don't know if this is kind of an odd question, but is there going to be a battle for? Because I know they want to keep the ashes. Are you fighting in court for his ultimate resting place, like for you to decide?
My attorneys and I fought till the very end. I will keep fighting as long as it takes. Jeff was a fighter. I'm a fighter. And I know the truth. And the truth prevails. And do they deserve it? Where were they for 7 years? What do they deserve exactly? Because I don't just think they deserve anything, especially as a ruthless thing what they pulled in Jeff's final days here on Earth. Heartless. They deserve nothing.
So how do you feel about the outpouring from his his celebrity friends, the John Travoltas and the the world? How do you feel about all of that?
I have not heard any outpouring from John to me.
But for Jeff?
For Jeff?
Yeah.
I really couldn't tell you. I do know the people that have been there for me in this rough time. Corey Feldman, among one of them. Beautiful soul he is. His calls and texts through the hardest time of my life last week meant the world to me, because I know how much Jeff treasured him, and I know how much he treasured Jeff, and just the outpouring of love, yes, from friends and family that I was in touch with is overwhelming. The outpouring of love is just so beautiful. It's just, but I read them and I hear them, and it sinks in, and
All right.
I don't want it to sink in, because I don't believe he's gone. I didn't see a body. I don't believe he's gone.
All right. Well, sorry to bother you again.
He's not gone. He's with me. I actually had dinner at Harrison Ford's son's, Ben Ford's restaurant last night. I came out of the patio after dinner, out onto the patio, and this jacaranda tree, it was raining jacarandas all over me, and it was like Jeff was all around me, and it was the most beautiful thing I've experienced in the last week. It was like he was telling me it was okay. He was okay. And I just stared up at that tree and let his love fall down on me. It was the most beautiful experience. And it made me smile.
All right. Hopefully there are happier days ahead, Vikki. Appreciate it.
We had good memories.
All right. Hold on to those memories, huh? Thanks.